What's up, friends? Welcome back to another live stream and welcome back to another live episode of Pass or Yes. Today's live stream is going to be all about new luxury beauty. We're going to be taking a look at some of the newness that is on social media. And then I actually have a bunch of luxury beauty sitting right next to me that I'm going to swatch with you guys. And we're actually going to put some of it on my face today. So hopefully that sounds good to all of you. Welcome everybody who is here early. I logged in like 5 minutes early to start setting up the live and no one was here and I got a little worried, and then Jennifer popped in. I was like, okay. Like, did I do something wrong? We're here. We are here. We're ready to talk about new makeup. So Jennifer, welcome. Thank you for being the first one. We have Shug, we have Southlander, we've got Deborah here today, Annika, Clarissa, Vicky, Tyga, Christos, we have Trisha, we have Kat here today. Hey, everybody. We got Joanne, Lorena. Hello, everyone. Little Sin and Karen and Jess, Rachel. How are you guys doing today? Tracy, what's up? What do we want to talk about today? What do we want to talk about? I'm a little bit bummed, guys, because my Prada lip glosses are lost in the mail. Rude. They were supposed to come last Friday and it says delivered. And I'm like, where is this package? That's the one thing that I don't have today. But I have a bunch of other things to show you on this live. So we'll have a little play with the new makeup that I actually have next to me. And then we'll chat about new Dior and then we'll see what we have time for. Hi, Justine, Talitha, what is up? Blush Blind Wendy, hello. Isabel, if it is your first live, please let us know so we can welcome you to the live. And if this is your first live, just so you know, this is very interactive. It's very casual. This is where I share usually my first impressions about either what's going to be released or what I just received, what I am testing. This is where we play around with things, we swatch things, we just have fun and chat about new beauty basically before it hits my monthly luxe edit. So yeah, there's a lot that has just come out. I feel like I'm kind of at my limits right now until the Sephora sale, until the next luxe edit. I don't think I can like pick up or have the time to review anything more. There is so much here for me to show you. Hi, Heather. Hello, other Heather. There's two Heathers. Phyllis. Phyllis says, hi, everyone. I just had Whataburger for dinner. Okay, what did you get, Phyllis? Let us know. I went to a steakhouse the other night and I still have like half my ribeye in the fridge. So I'm going to eat that after the live tonight. Probably won't even need any sides. I'm just going to enjoy my steak. So that's what I'm having for dinner. I know you guys are always like cooking and eating dinner during these lives. Lorena, hello. Ranabella, hello. Lauren says, why do they make lip stuff smell like old lady powder? Yeah, a lot of things are a mixture of like rose and violet. I don't mind it, but I hear you. I don't really like need it to smell like anything, you know? Hi, Lady Miss G. Enamored says, hi, all. I am annoyed the Cafe Prada blush isn't available. Also of the deep Westman bronzer. I'm going to be driving now, so have a great live. I wanted that blush too, okay? And I went on to Sephora and I was a little bit late to the game because I was hanging out with my family this weekend. So I found out about it like very late. But these are the only two. I mean, there were a couple of shades, but these were really the only two that I kind of was interested in. A lot of them were sold out. So I'm just going to wait for it to come back in stock. But same thing happened to me. Karen said, I only bought the banana Prada lip gloss, but now I want another one. Okay, so let me tell you which ones I got. I got the banana. I got, hold on one second. Where are you? Okay, I got the banana and then I got one of the like nudes. Chocobot. I got Chocobot, banana yellow, and then I also got a Tom Ford Runway Stilo Matte lipstick, and I got shade 100, which is called it's called 100. I thought there was going to be another name for it. It's just 100. And I don't know where they are. Nordstrom. So I'm like fairly certain they're lost in the mail. So I'm going to call Nordstrom after this live and see if they can like overnight me something. Hi, Dawn. Oh no, Suzanne says I had the same problem, lost package. No one is helping me and I had to do a chargeback. That's the worst. I've had to do that like a couple of times and then you have to like dispute it and then you have to like fill out forms and it's like, oh, this is not worth it. Clarissa said I had Whataburger yesterday for my birthday. Lol. Happy birthday. Kiki Blaze, hello. Christina, hello. Okay, Isabel wants to hear about the Westman Atelier bronzers. I haven't really like read much about them. I've just seen like photos and stuff, so we'll definitely talk about those. Hi, Lynn, Angela. We have Beth here. Amy said I got the 2 Prada lip glosses and a Tom Ford blush. Yay, that's awesome. Well, I'll start talking about some of this makeup that I have here as people are coming in. The first thing that I want to remind you guys, sorry, my baby hairs are out of control. The first thing that I want to remind you guys is that the Macy's beauty sale is still going on. And so this is what I bought from the sale. I finally got another Dolce & Gabbana eyeshadow palette. And the next video on my channel may or may not be about eyeshadow palettes. So look out for that hopefully this weekend. But I got this one, which is called Amber Venus. So I if you're new here, I link all the products in the little pinned comment in the description box, or you can scan the little QR code on the screen if you want to access, you know, any of the products that I'm about to talk about or whatever's on my face. It's all in there. If I forgot to write down a shade, just ask me and I'll make sure I mention the shade. This one is Amber Venus. This is like the brownie one. The other one that I have is called Chrome Star, and that's more of like the greigey cool tone one. But I love these palettes. I love this formula. I just I don't know, just kind of was like, oh, I'll wait until I get another one. And then I figured this is time. So I just did kind of like a light look with a couple of the shades today. I did film this for the video that I'm working on right now. So I know some of you guys don't like, no, this is not new. This isn't new. They only have 3 color stories. I know a lot of people don't like the packaging, but whether you like the design or not, the packaging like is nice. Like it feels way nicer than like most luxury beauty. I just think they did such a nice job with these. I think it's such a good value for money given that you get all of these shades. So I have this link down below. I got it 15% off. It's still 15% off. And most of the luxury beauty and fragrances are still 15% off. I don't know when it ends. If anybody knows, pop it in the chat and I'll read it. But it's still going on today. So if there's anything that you're looking for, it's 15% off. Amy says, I love the amber one. I have that one. Perfect. Hi, Strawberry Field Fairy. How are you? Hi, Annalisa. The Prada lip glosses are so nice, says Courtney. Why don't I have them? Why don't I have them? I'm so bummed. Hi, Wendy. What's up? Hi, Dee. What's up? Nordstrom is delivering expensive makeup in bags, not boxes. Really? Like padded envelopes? I feel like mine normally comes in a box. Maybe I should double check my mailroom. Maybe it came in like a padded envelope and I didn't see it. I'll have to double check. Hi, Anne Marie. What is up? Emily says, I was going to get the Prada blush, but I nabbed the Tom Ford Golden Peach on sale instead. Oh, well, yeah, I have to. I have not touched these Prada blushes, so we'll have to see what do I like better, the Prada or the Tom Ford. Lisa Eldridge is leaving. What's the tea there, guys? What's up with that? Is LE Lisa Eldridge? Or is LE stand for something else? Please let me know. Hi, Sierra. Hello, Sophia. Hello, ladies. I need a distraction today. One of my dogs got out and hasn't come home. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry, Sierra. I hope that he comes home. That happened to a pet that I had one time. So I feel you. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Evie, Evie. Rachel says, I've got teriyaki vegetables cooking in the wok now. Pink Sparkle, I was nervous because you were not there when I logged in. I'm just kidding. You're like right on time. Oh, she announced she's leaving Lancome. Okay. So what do you guys think of that? Like, what do you think will happen to Lancome? I mean, I don't really feel like it's been revitalized. I think that they've come out with some good things, but I don't still don't think it's what it used to be. I think she's better off running her own brand, you know what I mean? I mean, she already has a lot of like respect in the industry. I don't know if she needs that job. Hi Dynamite Trujillo, how are you? All that jazz. What's up? Smitty Larm, what's up? Jess says, I'm skipping pretty much all of the limited edition stuff. Maybe I'll go for Hermes. Phyllis had a regular Whataburger and fries with Diet Dr. Pepper to balance things. Love it. Now I'm hungry. Oh, Shug says, I just opened my Tom Ford order and the Taormina Orange EDP is good. Tell us, describe it to us, please, because that's what I'm going to buy in the Sephora sale. There's not much left that I can buy in the Sephora sale, guys. So that is one thing that I will be buying that I'm like, no, 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 don't buy it now. It's like the one thing that I have not purchased. Hi, Lynn. What is up? Hold on. Let me scroll down to the latest ones. Am I going to review the I Dare You palette? What is that? Hold on, let me look it up. I Dare You palette. No. These bigger ones, I'm not anything that's kind of like, I don't know. I would say the most limited edition stuff I'm not going to be reviewing anymore unless it's like Dior, Chanel, and if I can get it into my Luxe edit. Lauren says, "Yeah, I feel like it's underwhelming still," meaning Lancome. Beth says, "Have you tried the Dolce Gabbana foundation?" I haven't. Wait, no, I haven't. I tried the skin tint. I don't like that. I do have a Dolce and Gabbana video where I review all of the products that they had come out with at the time. But they came out with like a foundation, right? I have not seen that one yet, or I haven't like used it yet. Amy says, I love the Lancome bronzer and powders. Oh, yay. Deborah just bought the Dolce palette at Macy's. You are going to love this. I love this palette. I mean, it's not like I didn't like need this color story, but I just think that these are so good. I really wanted to have it in my collection just because I talk about these palettes a lot, but like I only had the one, like I've swatched them, but I only had the one color story. So I was like, I'll get more. Um, okay, before I get to some of the newer stuff, um, what else do I have on my face? And a couple other favorites on sale as well that I want to tell you about. The first thing that's on my face, this is not on sale. I mean, I have the coupon code, but just want to let you guys know I have been using this Swede bronzer. This is really good. I tried their highlighter. I don't really like the highlighter as much, but the bronzer is very good. There's only two shades, but and I thought this one might be a little bit too warm, but it's actually really nice. And it reminds me a lot of the Chantecaille bronzer. Like kind of a I think it's a baked formula. So I just wanted to let you guys know I've been using this for the past week or so since I've been testing out more of their products. I placed an order and basically just ordered anything I hadn't really tried from them before. And this was one of the things. And I was like, oh, I wonder if their bronzer is any good. And it definitely is. It looks kind of dark. And when I opened it up, I was like, ugh, I don't know. But once you get it on the face, it's really nice because it's one of those like airbrushed looking formulas. It doesn't look too dark on me. So just want to let you know if you were curious, that's kind of like a new favorite for me. Also, I posted this on my Instagram, but You Beauty is having a 20% off sale. I've mentioned a couple of their products in my videos recently. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I did link to my three favorites down below. I got the Super Hydrator. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. Really, really nice under makeup. Just like gives a lot of lasting hydration to the skin without being like heavy or having your makeup slide off. This is their newest product, the Barrier Bioactive Mist. This is like one of the most hydrating mist that I have mists that I have ever used. It gives such a beautiful glow. I like to go in with this at the end of my skincare routine, or if my makeup has, it's like kind of towards like the end of the day and I need to like refresh my makeup, or even like right before I do my makeup, I go in with this and it's really, really great. There's also a travel size that I like to take with me on flights. I just took a bunch of flights this month and it was really nice to have the little travel size in my bag to kind of mist my face. And then the other one I'll put on right now, this is the Plasma Lip Compound. And I tried this like a year or two ago, but I had one of the tinted versions and I didn't really like I think I just like didn't like the color. I didn't really like the tint, but I got the clear one. Oh my gosh, this is such a good lip treatment. It has a metal applicator and it is potent. It is so juicy and nourishing. Like you will feel this on your lips when you wake up in the morning if you use it as a lip mask. And I basically just put this on my lips as I do the rest of my makeup, and then my lips are super prepped. So I mean, I'm sure like the other tinted ones are good, but I recommend just getting the clear because it's just like a really, really nice lip balm. I was very impressed by this. So this is a newer favorite. I've only had this for like 2-3 weeks. But those are my three favorites. They're on sale, just so you guys know. And then the other sale, I'm not gonna like, we're not gonna shop this sale or anything today, but just to give you guys a heads up, I also have linked down below. Tory Burch is having a sale with a lot of different styles included. So if you love Tory Burch, or if you've been interested in anything, just a heads up, on her website, she's having a sale. So you know. Um, Justine says, how does this mist compare to the Boom Boom Milk? So the Boom Boom Milk is more, oops, and I just dropped it. The Boom Boom Milk is more like a moisturizer as a spray. That's something that I wear alone. Like you could wear it just as your moisturizer, or it could be the only thing on your face. And it's more focused on soothing the skin, moisturizing and soothing. Whereas this is more about protecting the skin barrier, kind of preventing against stressors like pollution on the skin. It's more of, I mean, maybe if you had a oilier skin, this, like, you could just go in with this, you know, or if you live in a humid climate. But I use this more to kind of finish my makeup. It gives a beautiful glow. Check out my Instagram stories because I do like a little demo with these products today. So they're both very moisturizing, but I use the Boom Boom Milk almost as just like a standalone moisturizer, whereas this is more of a hydrating mist. Um, so that's how I think of them. Hold on, let me catch up on your comments here. Okay, Shug says the Tom Ford Taormina Orange starts out orange forward, but dries down to where the spicy comes through with the orange in the background. Not a strong white floral either. Really good. Okay, I'm excited to try it because I like orange, blood orange scents. Jess says Lancome perfumes. Yes, please. Yum. Edo Power. Yeah, I bet the fragrances sell very well. Clarissa says, I have a Say bronzer in my box and Tom Ford eyeshadow palette so far. Nice. A lot of you guys are asking about the Givenchy highlighters. I have two of them next to me. So just so you guys know, because a lot of people have been posting in here. Oh, Deborah said, I finally found the cool beige lip liner I was going on about last time. Which one? So wait, which is it? Clarissa says, I love you, beauty. Expensive, but so good. I know. That's why I'm telling you about the sale, because I do really like it, but it is very expensive. So if it were me, I would buy it on sale, you know? Aaliyah, thank you. Welcome. Anton the Run says, I love the You Beauty lip products. Seriously, like, look how juicy. And it's plasma is a good word for it. It doesn't feel sticky. It just feels like very luscious and not so thin that it's just like gone in 2 seconds. I don't know. I really like the texture of it. Anton the Run says, I need to look at the Tory Burch sale. Just purchased new prescription glasses, and the case is the perfect orange for football season. Ooh, so fun. I know she has like very nice packaging and like all the little details and the dust bags and everything. Oh, Rachel, thank you for reminding me. Yes, also link down below the Ulta Beauty and not Ulta Beauty, at Ulta Beauty, the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy set is 50% off. And the concealer brush, the Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush is also 50% off. So definitely check out those deals. Those are like crazy good deals. Even if you have the set already, I don't know. I like to have like doubles and triples of the brushes that I like to use. I definitely could use another one of the blush brushes. I might just have to, I don't know if I'm going to buy the whole set because I have multiples, but I do need another blush brush. I wish that one was on sale. But but yeah, that is a very good deal for you to check out. I don't think there's anything else on sale that I was going to mention, but I linked everything down below. Rumor has it the BK brushes will be 50% off again on Friday. Oh, thanks for the scoop. If you guys don't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram because my Instagram stories is where I'm able to kind of post things in real time as they become available. Just because obviously I can't make a YouTube video every day. So my Instagram and my newsletter are the best places for that. Ooh, Gourmandia said, I just got the BK brush set this morning. Lauren says, I'm tempted to get a second just because it's such a good deal. Hold on, guys. I got to refresh my StreamYard because your comments aren't coming through. Let me see. Okay, good. Now I can see your comments. Let's see here. Gourmandia got the brush set. All right, let me see. What else do I have for you guys? Um, okay, so I've got two Givenchy highlighters, two Prada blushes, two Laura Mercier blushes. I've got the new YSL lip liners, this new YSL blurry thing, and then I also got the Gucci tint, the lip tint in the shade Valeria Rose. So what do we want to chat about? Oh, I also got the new Sarah Creole liners. I got the marine liner. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. So good, so good. So we're going to put some of these on my face. Okay, we'll do blushes first. So let's unbox the Prada blushes. I'll just swatch all the blushes and then you guys can vote on which one I put on my cheeks because right now my skin's a little bare. I intentionally didn't put on any blush or highlighter or lip so that we could put on these products today. So somebody was asking about the packaging. I actually think the packaging is pretty cute. Like, look how cute these are. Look how cute they are. I mean, it's like, here's the thing. All of these components, for the most part, are plastic. The Dolce & Gabbana one, this is a nicer plastic. But when you take a look at like Chanel, Dior, like all of these brands, like it is just plastic. I think when it's not like black or white, sometimes I think people think that like, oh, it looks cheap, but I don't know. This looks very Prada to me. Like these look very cute to me. And they're a lot thicker and chunkier than I thought they were going to be. Some people said they look tiny. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of other luxury blushes that are the same size that lots of people buy that are very popular. So I don't think that's going to really deter people. It looks like they're refillable. Hold on. Let me see if I can pop this out. I think it's refillable, but I don't want to like, I don't really have nails. So I'm not going to mess with it. I just know I'm going to like gouge this thing, right? Um, Let me see here. Marine is in my bag at Sephora. Must see, says Deborah. Karen says, I like the Prada blush packaging. It's cute. I know it is cute. Okay, let me show you. You guys are asking what shade it is. Let me show you. Lauren said, I like that they are stackable. Yeah, they are. Are they? Oh, yeah, they are stackable. Oh my gosh, look. Perfect for your makeup bag. Now we just need something else we can stack it with. Okay, so this one is Dahlia. Oh, it's very silky, very silicone-y. Does it smell? It does smell. It has like a powdery smell, like the rest of the makeup. This looks like a gorgeous shade. Okay, are we ready? Gorgeous neutral. Okay, I'm happy with that selection. And then this is mauve. This is kind of a deep berry. This one feels maybe less slippy, but you can see the emollient there. Oh, wow, that's very blue based. Okay, so Dahlia and mauve. Two options. And then I have not, these literally just came in the mail. So we're reacting to them together. These are Laura Mercier. I got the shades Lychee and Negroni. Ooh, does anybody like Negronis out there? I used to drink Negronis quite a bit. And now I'm more of like a ranch water kind of girl. Okay. Throw out the little plastic thing. So this is lychee, and I just want to show you guys that this part has kind of like a shimmer to it, and then this part is more matte. I don't know. I just thought this looked like a really nice, boring, boring neutral blush. So I'll swatch each bit separately. Oh, this feels nice. This feels slightly creamy, which I like. Kind of maybe not as creamy as the Tom Ford. All right, this is the matte side. These talc-free formulas, they don't always swatch the best. That's cute. I know it looks very light, but actually it swatches fine. It's just a lighter color. And it's just like a really nice neutral. The formula feels very nice. I think that if you want something with a bit more luminosity, but you're kind of like interested in the sound of the Tom Ford blushes, my thought is that these are going to be great. Then we have Negroni. Jess says, I like lychee. Is it lychee or lychee? We'll say both. Lauren says, some of the colors look very similar to each other. Are they cream powder? They're more powder than cream, but they do feel like they have a softness to them. You look at the ingredients here. Dimethicone is at the top. Yeah. Sunflower seed oil. There's like a ceramide at the very, very end. It is not like the rare Kiki Blaze is asking, is the cream to powder texture similar to Rare Beauty Glossier? No, those are like cushion blushes. Those are like true cream to powder. These are like powder blushes. Same with the Tom Ford. It's a powder blush, but kind of like Prada eyeshadows or Byredo eyeshadows or YSL eyeshadows, kind of like those, how they have, some oils, they have some emollients in there, or maybe some silicones to give it like a little bit more of a softness to it. It's more like that. These, the Prada, like these are straight up cream blushes. These don't feel powdery at all. And then these feel more like a powder, but there's a little bit of creaminess to it. And I mean, you know, we'll see. If you want me to put these on my cheeks, you know, we can do that. But from what I'm feeling, that's what I'm getting. Now, let me show you real quick here. This is the Lychee Lychee. Oops, hold on. This is the little plastic thing. Oh, I've got makeup all over my desk. Okay, so this is Lychee Lychee, and then this is Negroni. So the Lychee Lychee is softer. It's more of a nude with a pink undertone, whereas Negroni, as you would imagine, based off the cocktail, this is a little bit warmer. This has more of a, it's kind of like a terracotta, but it's not super dark. It's like a desaturated terracotta. So this has more of like a warmer orangey undertone. So hopefully that's helpful because I agree. A lot of them looked similar. I was like, okay, which ones do I go for? So let's swatch Negroni. I like that it has the two different finishes. Yeah, so that one looks more orangey or orangey, excuse me. Getting blush dust everywhere. Oh, Justine, sorry I missed your super chat. She said, I love talking makeup with Sophia and friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. Some of my chats, they take a second to load. Love Negroni, says Aunt on the Run. Kiki Blaze says, Negroni gal. Yes. Rachel said, I knew you would like that one. Also, sorbet. Oh, I got to look that one up. I limited myself to 2. Hey, Kathy, welcome to the live. Okay, let's do a little poll. Which one you guys want me to put on my cheeks? Don't forget to thumb up the live. I'm going to end that poll. All right, which blush? So we have Prada Dahlia, which is this light one up here. Oops. We have Prada Mauve, which is the berry shade. Then we have La Mercier Lychee Lychee. And then we have La Mercier Negroni. I'm happy with my boring shade choices with these La Mercier. I feel like La Mercier, it's like that's kind of like that's what it's here for, you know? Like we just want a good neutral blush. All right, rock the vote, friends. It's up to you to choose. That's so funny. The Prada, like immediately you guys are like, we want the pale Prada one. Whatever you guys want. Your wish is my command. I'm going to wipe off these swatches. I definitely use powder blush more than I do cream blush. I was kind of hoping these Prada ones would be cream to powder, but they're not. Oh no, it says cream to powder. It does not feel like cream to powder, but I guess we'll put it, the Dahlia one is winning, so I guess we'll probably put this on my face. It says it has raspberry extract and vitamin E, pro vitamin E. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm going to refresh this again because the chats are not coming through. Okay. Let me get a blush brush. Deborah says, I use powder most. Clarissa said, let's go out of our comfort zone. The darker Prada mauve. The bright one, says Sandy. Lauren says, blush is like avocados. You keep do just a little more, and then before you know it, you've done too much. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are stunning shades for summer, says Rachel. I agree. Hi, Michelle. So, Michelle, we are voting between the Prada blushes and the Laura Mercier blushes. And it's looking like Dahlia is the one that is winning. Yes. All right. So I'm going to end the poll. We're going to do this because we still have to get to I still have a bunch more makeup to show you guys. Okay. So I don't know. I have this little brush here that I thought would be cute. This is actually from Chantecaille. This is the Sculpt brush. So let's try this out. This is a nice neutral shade for the look I have today. I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. It looks really pretty. What do we think? It pulls quite pink on the face. I do wish that I had gotten the brown one, but this is a nice neutral. What do we think? Pretty, says Sarah. Cute, says Purple Credence. Very nice. It's my vibe, says Roxy on the rocks. Sandy thinks it looks nice. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks nice. Add a little more. I don't think that these are really cream to powder. There's nothing powdery about these. It feels more silicone heavy to me. They're very slippy. They seem to be easy to apply and to sheer out. I mean, I felt like that was really easy. It's a lighter shade. But yeah, I don't really feel like these are cream to powder, but they're still nice. They're still nice. Should I put one of the Laura Mercier on the other cheek? Maybe we can do the lychee one on the other cheek, just because now I'm kind of curious about the formula. Let's go in with a Refer number 5. Now, this kind of talc-free formula, it does, I don't know if you can see that. It just accumulates a lot of kick up in the pan. That's just kind of how they all are, really. But just so you know. I'm doing this in the camera too, so hopefully it looks okay. Oh, that's nice. I like that soft radiance that it gives. What do you guys think? I think that's nice. This is not too, I mean, this is a little more nude than the Dahlia. Yeah, I like that. I feel like these are nice. I didn't have the former ones, so I can't compare them. But they seem nice. Beth, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, thanks for grabbing all these new releases to swatch for us. Yes, no problem. I mean, it's fun for me. I want the new releases just as much as you guys. I would not get this many, but I try and get as much as my budget will allow. Heather said, love Love that La Mercier blush. She said she just ordered this one, plus the brownish one. Yeah, you guys are liking this. Yeah, I think both of these are nice. Amy is asking, do they set? It still feels like a cream blush, but it doesn't feel like super oily. It's definitely a cream blush. It's not going to be as set down as like the Sochi blush or the Chanel or like the Rare Beauty. I feel like these have a little more of like a sheen, but it's not greasy or anything. Um yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Is it buildable? I definitely think it is. I would build it up, but like I want to put the Givenchy stuff on top, and I don't mind looking like a clown on the rest of this slide. Let's do it on my hand. Let's do it on my hand. Go in with some more. It's buildable, but it's not. I don't think this will be as buildable as those other cream to powder blushes because it just doesn't have enough. The texture of it is not as like thick. It's so slippy, you know? So like I think that this is about as deep as you're going to get. So yeah, you can build it up and then look, you could sheer it out too. But this is a light shade, so it's kind of like, how much you can only build it up so much. Here, I'll do the other shade. Wow, yeah, that's very pigmented. Let's add some more. Yeah, see, I just built it up. So that's about as much as you would get from the mauve shade. This is so blue based. I kind of wish it was a little more um I guess warmer, but that's okay. Or more of like brownie, but that's fine. I wanted to get a shade that was more pigmented so that we could see what it looked like. Great lipstick color, says Tyga. This is the Chantecaille brush and it's called Sculpt. Chantecaille. They don't have that many brushes, but their brushes are actually really soft, really nice. They're like pretty nice, actually. Um, I have a couple here and there that they've sent to me, and I do enjoy using them. That is a cool tone lover's dream, says Justine. Yes, the mauve will look gorge on deep skin. Would the Prada blushes be similar to the Valentino blushes? Not at all. The old ones, the new ones haven't come out yet, right? They're not at all the same. I would say the Tom Ford ones are similar to the Valentino. These are straight up cream blushes. Like they're cream blushes. If you don't like cream blush, if you don't feel like you reach for it that much, don't get these. Um, if you want a really nice everyday powder blush, I would get the Tom Ford or take a look at these new ones from La Mercier. I would want to play around with them a little bit more before like recommending them, but they seem really nice and like it went on really easily. So um Like I would be interested in these. I'm excited. I'm excited for these. I'm gonna put these on my vanity and use them. I'm probably gonna use the La Mercier ones more than the Prada ones, just because I use powder blushes more. Um, I was kind of hoping that they would make that these blushes would be more like the highlighters. I feel like the highlighters are more like a cream to powder, the Prada ones, that is. Whereas these blushes, like they are definitely more creamy. Although you know what though? I'm feeling it now. And it does feel very powdery. It does transfer. They do set down. They do set down now that I'm feeling it on my hand. They do set down. It's definitely like blurring. Do you see that? They definitely blur a little bit. They set down, but when you apply it, it doesn't feel like a cream to powder. It feels like a cream blush. And I feel like that's important to mention because some people really don't like the application experience of a cream blush, you know? So yeah. I agree, Beth. It's more of a berry shade. Berry shade doesn't look mauve to me. I agree. I was like, why did they call this mauve? It doesn't look mauve at all. Clarissa said, I added Negroni to my basket. I don't believe I have such a color. These are very good neutrals. And we appreciate the different undertones that you can get from various neutrals. Like some are more peachy, some are more brown, cool tone, warm tone. Simply Swatched is wondering if the Laura Mercier blushes match the photos. I don't know, but let's take a look. Hold on. Oh, look, I already had this. I already had it open in a tab. I don't remember why. I guess maybe when I was linking them. Give me 1 second and I'll share my screen. Okay, how am I going to do this? Maybe like this? Yeah, okay. So, lychee is this one. I feel like you can see that decently. I feel like mm, I feel like this maybe, I don't know. Looking at it in person, I actually think that it does look pretty similar. It might be a little bit lighter, maybe slightly more rosy, but like, I don't know. I feel like it looks pretty close. And then Negroni. Yeah, I would say that's what it looks like. I know with my lights shining on me, it doesn't really look that way. But as I look down at it and then I look at the photo, seems right. And burnt terracotta is a good name for it. And then deep rosewood, I think, is also a good way. Yeah, I feel like like the descriptions seem pretty accurate. It checks out. It checks out. Emily says, Negroni is nice. My perfect shade, usually. Let me show you guys the highlighters now. And I brought two other highlighters to compare because my first impression of these is that I felt like they were maybe like not quite as finely milled as I wanted them to be. And I was like, am I just like, is this just me being really picky? Like, I don't know. So I got rosy gold and coral copper. So here is rosy gold. And then here is coral copper. This one looks cooler because it's like all swirly. So let me swatch these for you guys. They're quite blingy. So that's rosy gold. Jess says, those are the two shades I'm eyeing. Yeah, this is pretty. It's a very pale rose gold. And then here is the coral copper. Hold on, let me just turn my light a little bit because I feel like it's so bright. There we go. I think you can see it better. So I don't know. It's not that coral. It's a very desaturated coral. I like both of these colors. Can't say that they are particularly unique. And they are quite blingy. So I wanted to compare with this, with the newly reformulated Dior highlighters to see if, I don't know, I was just kind of like, okay, let's just compare. This is Pink Strobe, which I know, let me see. I'm just going to smooth these out. It looks exactly the same. Not from a color perspective, but from a finish perspective. These are, yeah, they're rather blingy. So if you like these from Dior, you'll like the Givenchy ones. But honestly, guys, like for me, this is more of a pass. I don't find that they're like anything new. I don't think that these colors look particularly unique. I feel like we've seen these. I think in the pan, it looks like it's going to be something that's like, ooh, so different. But like once you swirl the colors together, it doesn't really look any different to me than a Dior. And then here is the Dolce & Gabbana one. This one is much smoother. It doesn't like twinkle as much. This one does not have as much of like the twinkle that you get from the glitter particles. So yeah, I don't know. We can put one on each cheek maybe. Annika says, I want the pale rose gold one. Emily says, I love my Dior and Prada so much. I'm happy with those. Clarissa said, totally agree with you, Sophia. Yes, it is hard for highlighters to be unique. Some highlighters are unique, but then, yeah, some of them, like at some point, some of them do look the same. And so that's why I brought this out, because when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I've worn these twice now, and I was like, I like the way these look, but I was like, I don't really think they look like different or anything. At least Dior, they do come out with limited edition colors. I've collected some throughout the years. Some are discontinued, of course, but they come out with some interesting coral ones, rosewood, rose gold. Like they have some that I think are really special, and I can't really say that for these. So I would say, like, if you have to choose between things, these would be a pass from me. Do you have any of the Dior quad with the highlighters? Yes, I do. Those are more glittery. Well, it kind of depends on the quad. The name of the Dolce highlighter, they only have one. It's like the Everlift. There's only one shade. So if you just search like Dolce & Gabbana highlighter, it'll pop up. I think it's called Everlift highlighter or luminizer, it might be called. The one that has the pink shade. Yeah, I have all of them. I have all of them. I feel like once you have to compare a ton of highlighters, it's like how different is like this rose gold highlighter or this champagne highlighter from this other champagne highlighter. You know what I mean? Um, let's put I've got this little BK Beauty 112 brush. I think this is really great for highlighter. And I'm going to start with the rosy gold. Ooh, it's dusty. I should not do that. Hopefully you guys can see the reflect. It's blingy. If you want something subtle, go for the Prada highlighter. These are rather blingy. This shade just kind of like melts into my skin tone. Okay, and then we will do the other one, the coral copper. Oops, got a little something on there. Coral copper. I think you can tell that that added a bit of pigment. And I would buff this into the skin more, but I really want to just do a stripe so you can see what it looks like. So here's the lighter one. And then here is the deeper one. So I can take a like buffer brush and just kind of buff that in. You know what's really good, guys? And I saw this the other day. I want to see if it's still, I think it was on Macy's. It might be on sale. Hold on. Let's shop together. I want to show you an alternative if it's still there. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't at Macy's. Hold on. This. No, take me to the page. Bloomingdale's. Okay. This thing. I love this thing. I would get this instead of the Givenchy. Hold on. Let me send this link to you guys. Or I'll put it in the shopping guide for anybody who's watching the replay. But I love these. And I got these when they first launched. And I think she launched them a while back. And here's the link for anybody who cares. I love these highlighters. And I saw these on Bloomingdale's the other day when I was like looking for some other link. And I was like, oh, shoot, these are still in stock. I think she brought them back. I know it's like, it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's like the pillow talk thing. But I like these because you get multiple shades in one. They're very smooth. I don't know. I just love them. I have both shades that she came out with years ago, and I will not declutter them. Like I love these. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. Amy says, oh, I have that one. Love it. Love that it's multiple shades. Yeah, exactly. You can kind of like customize it, you know? You know? You guys are all talking about how you like to wear your highlighters. Some of you don't wear highlighters. Some of you like cream highlighters. I do tend to wear just powder on my cheeks more. I do like cream, but it just depends. Um, Depends on my mood and the vibe I'm going for. Oh, Cindy, thank you for being a member for 10 months. I love the sweet lip liners, and you use the discount code after you spelled my name correctly. Cindy, that always happens. So, yeah, I'm glad you were able to get your discount. Yay. Actually, I have my sweet liners here because remember, I couldn't remember which ones I had gotten. So I brought them, I put them on my desk here. So I got Dream Bigger and Cindy, and I want Margarita, but I'll swatch them for you here just for anybody who cares. So Dream Bigger is a beautiful rose, and this goes really well with the lip crayon that's called Penelope Rose. So I've been wearing that one the past few days. Oops, making a mess. And then Cindy is kind of like a warm nude. Oops, I pressed a little too hard. So that's Dream Bigger and Cindy. Highly recommend. And then while we're here, I'll swatch for you the two lip liners that I got from YSL. So I got, hold on, where is the name? Number 103. Oh, you're not going to put it on here, huh? Blushing Nude and Sienna Rebel. Ooh, Blushing Nude is this. It's a really nice shade. This is more of a brownie rose. I don't know if it's coming across, but it is deeper than the Dream Bigger. And then Sienna Rebel. This is a brown. That's a brown. It's deeper than the sweet one. These are fine, guys. Like, they're really not anything different. I think that lip liners are very trendy right now. YSL was like, shoot, we need to come out with lip liners. I think it was really smart of them. I would just buy the sweet ones or just buy whichever. What's the price of these? Let's check. Let's check here. Why is this so small? These are $29. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. The sweet ones are 26. So, and then you get, I think you get 20% off with my coupon code. I don't know. The sweet ones come with the liner or the brush on the other end. So that's kind of nice. So that's nice. And they're cheaper. These are nice. Like these are good lip liners, but like they're not different from the Swede or like the Charlotte Tilbury. Like there's nothing really like super groundbreaking. So if there's a shade that you really like, if you see a shade that you think is super unique, go for it or like pick it up in the Sephora sale. If you get rouge, you get 20% off. But I can't really say that they're like anything super groundbreaking. You know what I mean? And I'll show you here. See, I've swatched these all and they've all had time to set. So they all are pretty long lasting, you know. Like if you rub really hard, you'll get a little bit coming off there, but it feels like the same formula to me. So yeah. Are these made in Germany as well? Yeah, made in Germany. They're all made in Germany. 24-month shelf life. And then I have the YSL, this new like lip blush. Hold on, let me see if you guys had any comments here. Roxy on the Rock says, I love the Mario lip liners. We need a Swede eyelash tutorial. I am not the person to be given tutorials about lashes. That's for sure. I was like meeting my sister for dinner the other night and I literally was late because I was like, I'm going to put on lashes. Famous last words. Oh, YSL is in the Macy's sale. Thank you, Karen. Okay, good to know. I should have bought them there. Oh, well. Phyllis says the Sephora brand lip liners are good. Oh, I have to try them out. Sephora gave me a mini Mario lip liner for my birthday, and I love it. I also really love the Glossier lip liner. Okay, lots of good recs. Let's put on the YSL, this new like blurring lip, Love Nude lip blusher. And I got this in the shade 9. And what is that shade? It is 3 a.m. espresso. Ooh, we up in the club drinking our 3 a.m. espresso. Okay, so let's do the Sienna Rebel. And then guys, I'll take this off and I'll put on the Gucci for you. And then, yeah, we're like an hour in. So in the for the rest of the time, we'll chat about the about Dior and some of the new releases. So I'm doing this on camera, so. Glides on nicely. And then here is the lip blusher. I wore this yesterday, but I put it directly on top of the U Beauty plasma stuff. And so I feel like I didn't get a real sense for the texture. But now the lip plasma, it's like sunken into my lips nicely. So we're like prepped. It feels very creamy. It does feel like a soft matte, like we're seeing from a lot of brands. But it's a little creamier and richer. Actually, I really like that. What's this scent? There's something about that scent that smells really familiar. It's super nice. I just feel like I need a little lip liner in the corners. It's like not drying at all. I know this lighting is not as flattering because the sun has gone down, but it feels super nice. It feels super nice. This is 3 a.m. espresso. It feels creamier and like a little, it feels creamier and richer compared to the Violette France bombs. It feels more like a lipstick, but it doesn't feel drying at all. Like I don't like it when they feel too, I don't like the Chanel like velvet lipsticks, they feel kind of like silicone-y to me. Like these don't feel like that. I really like the texture. Yeah, I really like that. I'll have to play around with these a little bit more. And the packaging is very nice. Like it feels really nice. It's pretty. Yeah. If there's a color that you like, I would take a look at these. Purple Credence says, when I try to reapply it, it applies just weird. Oh, okay. Oh, this is for the lip stain. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think this is nice. Everything always looks a little weird with the lights on, but let me look at my phone camera. Okay, yeah. I took a selfie. Okay, do we want to see the lip stain real quick? I got Valeria Rose. Ooh, it's weighty. Let's see if it has scent. Yeah, smells powdery. Oh, this is a lovely color. It's like a it's like a warm rose. That's pretty. Okay, let's put this on. See if it shows up on my lips. Because with the YSL, there were a lot of like lighter colors, and I was like, are these even going to show up? So that's why I got the deeper color. I'm testing out this new Ilia concealer, but the shade they sent me is kind of gray. It's a little too light. This is number 5N. It's number 5. Formula's nice though. Okay. All right. I'll do it without a liner. Has a little doe foot applicator. Oh, I like the color. Wow, that's a really nice color. What do we think? Pretty. Very very creamy, slightly oily. Feels kind of like a live oil, but very pigmented. Let me put a little bit on my hand and we'll see. Oh wait, I already have some on my hand. Well, let's see if it's stained. That is such a pretty spring color. Let me see if it's stained. Yeah, it's stained. That's why I wanted to do this one last. If I scrub, does it stay? It does, very faintly. I don't think this is like a super intense stain, but it does stain, What do you guys think? I like it. We'll have to see how it wears. That's a fabulous color, says Jennifer. Yeah, you guys like the color. Looks lovely, says Holly. Judy says Sarah Creel Marine. Okay, you want me to swatch that? Definitely. Yes, yes. Hold on, I gotta wipe this stuff off. It's hard to get the lip liners off once they set because they are quite long lasting. Here you go. I always open up the wrong side. So this is a deep navy with a little hint of sparkle. Isn't that pretty? Smudge it out for you. Isn't that pretty? I did a look with this weekend that I posted on my Instagram and it was stunning. And actually, guys, I also ordered the what is this one called? Rose bronze. And this one surprised me because it's darker than I thought it was going to be. I put this one, so I did the marine on the top and then I did the rose bronze on the bottom. And oh my goodness, it looked so pretty. And I wore this with the Chanel denim palette, the one with the blue. So I did like, you know, the neutrals with that lighter blue. And then I used this blue as the top liner and then this rose gold as the bottom. And it was so chic and like sultry, but this is a great shade. You could just put it all over the top and bottom lash lines, smudge it out. And it's just a very nice sultry neutral. But I thought this was going to be a lot lighter. And I was like, oh, I actually really like this. So I mean, I kind of got it because it was new and I wanted to just like, you know, see what was up because they're very popular, but I liked it more than I thought I would. Yes, great combo. All right, let's move on. We'll do a little wear test with this lip stain. I'm going to keep this on. I probably won't be able to get these eyeliners off. Probably have to wash my hands later. Janet says, I'm going to get that eyeliner this week for my birthday. Yes. Happy birthday. Amy says, I only have one Sarah Creel eyeliner in olive. You know, I think that yeah, I like the olive one probably the best. I also like the Twilight Smoke and this marine one. Those are all like probably the more unique ones. My eyeshadow, everything, guys, is in the shopping guide. My eyeshadow is this one, which is Dolce Gabbana, the Amber Venus, and it's on sale at Macy's right now. Yes, it is more like a bronze gold. That is correct, Purple Credence. The rosy gold, it's more of a bronze. That's why I was surprised. I thought it was going to be like a really light pale rose gold, but it's more of a bronze. Yeah. Okay. So, let us continue. Let's talk about Dior because we have about half an hour, a little over half an hour left. So we have plenty of time to chat about the new releases. I'm just on my friend Amit Beauty Talks Instagram. Make sure you give her a follow. A lot of times she's on these lives. I want to start off with Dior though. I am so excited for this, guys, because this like actually matches the clothes and things that are in the collection, like this design. I mean, they're stepping it up. I was showing this to my sales associate at the Dior boutique this week. I was like, dude, look at this highlighter. Like I need to have it. So let's break this down. We've got here, let me make sure I'm sharing. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing. Um, okay, so we have two eyeshadow palettes here. We have Summer Azure or Azure, a blue harmony featuring radiant sky blues, peach corals, and yellow golds. I love the look of this one. It looks kind of similar to some of the other ones we've seen with the pop of blue, but this does seem like a more like summertime vibrant blue. And I really love blue with gold or with coral. So I think that these are going to be a really nice contrast. And this center shade here, this is like an icy blue, so I'm quite excited for that. And then the other one here is Sunset Bronze, a bronze harmony where shimmering sunset-like coral, oranges, browns, and pearl pinks. This one I'm kind of less excited for, not because I don't like these colors, but just because I kind of wish there was a little more contrast in this palette. Like this one doesn't really have much like depth to it, but at least you have the pops of color. Whereas with this one, I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't know. I'll have to see like what it looks like on the eye. So this one I'm a little less excited about. Would love to know what you guys think. I think this will look cute. I just don't think this one is as unique. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, Shug, thank you so much for the super chat. She said yes on everything in the Dior release. Psych fan says, I'm not enticed at all with those quins. Purple Credence said that the swatches look terrible, really almost no pigment in them. So I mean, hold on, let's look at these. This is decently pigmented though for Dior. Like I think this is what they intended it to be. And I think that this is what is selling well for them. So I don't think that it's that they're not pigmented. I think that these are just very light shades. Maybe the blue could be a little bit more pigmented, but yeah, I like the pigmentation of these. Like I'm seeing opacity from each shade. It's just they aren't very deep colors. This one is richer. And again, I think that these are pretty shades, but like, I don't know. I kind of wish there was one pop of color, or they they didn't need both of these corals. Like they could have made one a deeper brown if they wanted to keep it, more neutral. Dior's KPIs must be on how many products are launched. Yeah, they launched way too many things. Um, Let me catch up here. Jess says, not excited with Dior. Sorry, I'm not letting the embossing and packaging lure me. Yeah, so if between these two, yeah, definitely don't let the embossing lure you in. Like I would cover that image up and just look at the swatches and ask yourself, like, is this a color story you would wear? Oops, sorry. I accidentally went to the next thing. Here we go. I actually really do like these color stories, like the blue one. But I have a lot of the coral. So like if I were to choose between them, I would buy this blue one versus the coral. That's just me. And then we have this stunning highlighter. This one is called Sunkissed, a limited edition shade, Forever Glow Luminizer. This does not look that groundbreaking. I'm going to buy this for the packaging. It looks quite glittery. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to buy it because I have the matching shoes. I have shoes that match this and I need to have it. So I'm just being honest, guys. I'm buying this for the packaging. Talitha says, I'm interested in the sticks. Francine says, I'm excited about the summer azure. Maybe the blue, says Sarah. Let's put up a little poll for the eyeshadows. Okay. And we'll do like, I'm just going to say blue, coral, or pass. Okay. Because I'm curious who's going to pick one up or who's going to pass. So rock the vote while we talk about the highlighter. But like, why does this look so glittery? Am I right? But we never know. We don't know. This could just be the photo. Why can't they just make this like the best highlighter ever so I can treasure it and I can just like put on my highlighter while I wear my shoes and they can match? That is so cute. Okay, hold on. Let me read what you guys are saying about the highlighter. Seattle Puppy Love says, when you're a makeup collector, buying for the packaging is a perfectly good reason. Is it the strobe formula, says Karen? Yeah, Karen, maybe you're right. That's a very good question. Deborah wants to see the matching shoes. Okay, I wore them today. So I actually do have them like right out here in the hallway. Let me show them. Here are the shoes. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen these. Aren't these cute? I mean, come on. The highlighter. We need the highlighter to match the shoes. They're very comfortable as well, and they match a lot of things. But look at the little ladybug. So cute. Unfortunately, they are completely sold out across the US, and I don't know if they're going to be restocked, but yeah, a lot of the Dior stuff sold out as soon as it, like basically in pre-orders, as soon as it hit the stores. But I'm loving that they're kind of like, obviously this is still a little bit disconnected, but they are leaning into the theme of the fashion collections, which is what I always want to see. So we have a little bit of that here. It would have been nice if they did that fun packaging for the eyeshadow palettes, but they don't really ever do that. So, but yeah, I am going to buy this because I just think it's so cute. This is obviously not real leather. This is like a faux leather, but it's still cute. I mean, come on. Like, I love this. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, so 31% of you said you're going to get the blue. 7% of you said you're going to get the coral. I probably should have put an option for both. And then 62% of you said you are going to pass. Okay, I mean 31%, that's a lot. That's a lot of you that are getting the blue one. So maybe I'll just get the blue one. Let's do a vote for the highlighter. Yes, the sandals are Dior. They match the collection. I want that highlight, says Alicia. Clarissa said, cute, cute, cute. When will the highlighter be launched? I don't know. When does it say? Let's see. I don't think we have a date on these yet. Oh, April. Okay, so sometime next month. So soon. You know what, guys? I would pay attention on April 1st. What day of the week is that? Let's see. April 1st is a Wednesday. So I would pay attention on April 1st or April 3rd. I feel like a lot of this stuff, it launches on either the first of the month or like the first Friday of the month. So I can't say for sure, but maybe just keep a lookout for those. Um, Stephanie says, I'm over here yassing for the packaging. I'd buy for the packaging, says Amy. It's giving Soleil La Plage. It is giving Soleil La Plage. That's probably why I like it. Um, okay, so most of you are saying yes to the highlighter, 57%. That's pretty good. So a lot of you are interested in this. Let's take a look at the rest here. So then we have some lippies. We've got cerulean, a cerulean blue. Not so sure about that. Not sure how that's going to look on my very rosy tone lips. And then we've got golden hour, a rosy pink with gold glitter. That actually looks really nice. Then aurora, a milky pink with delicate shimmer. Then we have the one that I really want, the deep nude, a solar, a deep nude illuminated by a yellow gold glow. Oh, this one looks good too. Sunbeam, a peach coral with pink shimmer. And then we have a lip tint in natural sienna, which I believe already existed. Do we have swatches? Yes, we do. This last one looks very pale. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these. I might get this warm one because I do wear these a lot. But I think for the most part, this is a pass. I don't know about this last one. I like the way that it looks in the tube, but swatched, it's kind of like, nah, it's kind of light. Hi, Amit. Oh, Francine, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, another great live. Also, thanks for the heads up on the Monica Vinader sale at Nordstrom. Got a freshwater pearl necklace and earrings. Just got it today and stunning. Yay! I'm so glad. I know they had so many items included. Like they literally had everything included in that sale. So I'm glad you got that. They have such pretty things. I love the pearls. Just says that number 25 is pretty. Karen says the cerulean blue would be beautiful on you. Should I get it just for funsies? Jennifer says a gold gloss looks amazing over a brown lipstick. That's true. That could be fun. That could be good. Shug says shades 072, 053, and 025 look like those should be more opaque. Yeah, for sure. I think the 025 would show up the best on me, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would get the blue one for fun to like try it on in a video or something. But I don't know. I think it's mostly clear. So, and then here are the eyeshadow sticks. So we have a brand new stick eyeshadow. We have pearls. I'm assuming that this is permanent. Pearl Star, which is a shimmer. Celestial, hold on, is there swatches? We'll just look at these. Okay, so we have Pearl Star, a shimmer. Celestial Star, a shimmer. Beige Tulle, a shimmer. Blanc Poncho, a satin. Rosewood Tulle, a satin. Beige Mitza, a satin. That looks really pretty. Plum Junon, satin limited edition. Okay, that looks pretty. And Lucky Clover, which is a shimmer limited edition. Ah, the two limited edition ones are the prettiest ones. Ah, I don't want any more eyeshadow sticks, but these are pretty. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Do you see these? Oh my gosh, they're very nice shades. In general, this is a pass. Like, I really don't need any more eyeshadow sticks, but those two colors do look really nice, I will say. If they are pH, I'm out. What is pH? pH adjusting? I don't think that not eyeshadow sticks. Thank you, Anne Marie, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I just saw that. I have to refresh my chat again. Oops. Rude. Where is my screen share? There we go. Trisha says, yes, on the sticks. You're killing me. I have so many, but Psych Fan says, count me in on the sticks. Good night, Anne-Marie. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's super chat. Francine. No, I think I got everybody. Okay, just making sure. No, these look very good, and I have no doubt that they'll be good. They're probably going to be just like all the other ones, though. I kind of feel like the Victoria Beckham, the Bobbi Brown, the Laura Mercier, I sort of feel like they're all kind of similar. So I'm probably not going to buy any of these. I'm going to pass on these. The main thing that I want is the blue eyeshadow palette and the highlighter. But let's keep exploring here. Let me make this bigger. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer in Sunburst. Okay, this I might get. I gotta go and look at the shades that I have, but this actually looks really pretty. Looks kind of maybe a little bit glittery, maybe kind of like a rosy gold, not too yellow. What do you guys think of this? And then these two colors, the nail polish, these are really nice too. I don't know if I can pull these off. I think these would look really nice on the hands. I don't know. What do you guys think of this blue color for the toes? Because I do like the look of these. The rose gold, it blends into my skin tone too much. Like, this is my skin tone color. So I don't think that will work for me. But I do like the color. So we have Sunset, a champagne pink, and Azure, a vivid sky blue. Talitha says, I love the glow maximizers. Stephanie said, the blue for the toes is cute. Justine says, those nail polishes are so pretty. I would wear the blue on my toes. Amit says, if you already discussed the highlighter, I need that Daisy compact. I don't even use highlighter, lol. I know the daisies are so pretty. I was just showing them my little Dior shoes that match that I was wearing today. Yeah, we need the highlighter for the packaging. We'll just pretend that it's good, you know, or I'll display it on my vanity with my Louis Vuitton eyeshadow palettes. Like, I'll pop that there and just stare at it longingly. Psych Fan says that this reminds her of the peach one. I think you're talking about the this one. Let's go back. This thing. Does this remind you of the peach one? What do you guys think? Does this look similar to some of the existing ones? Karen said, I ordered the Sarah Creole oh, this was this from a second ago? I ordered the Sarah Creole Maritime. Yay! Oh, you're gonna like it. It's very pretty. I do think that I just think this blue, it looks very fresh. I feel like this would look really nice on the fingernails. Like I never paint my nails. So that's why I was saying, would it look good on the toes? Because I do like fun colors on my toes. Amy says, yes, it's really close to the peach. Okay, that saves me. Do I have the peach one? By the pool, says Pink Sparkle. So overall, I think this is a nice collection, but a lot of these things are quite basic. And it's like, I don't need another like nude gloss. I don't need more eyeshadow sticks. There's lots of nice things in here, but for me, the standout is definitely the blue palette. If you've already purchased a couple blue palettes, maybe it's a skip though. And then obviously the highlighter with the packaging, like I think that's going to sell out really, really quickly. So I'll be on the lookout, guys, for when this launches. Again, like let's pay attention maybe April 1st, because a lot of stuff comes out on the first of the month. And I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted this to launch before Sephora's sale. That's why we're seeing a lot of sales right now because the brands are like, oh, we'll have a sale before Sephora sale. I don't think that these products will be in the Sephora sale, but you know, they're coming for our budgets is kind of like what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Um Holly Dean says you need the blue polish would look cute with the shoes. I like your thinking, Holly. I like your thinking. I agree. Yeah, Justine is saying that some of the limited edition liquid highlighters have more glitter than the standard ones. Not sure about that one. Yes, that is true. Some of them I have not picked up because of that. Let's talk about, I want to make sure we also talk about the Westman Atelier bronzers. So here we have Westman Atelier reveals the all new Sun Tone Bronzing Creme, Hydrating Cream Bronzer, and Clean Blender 2 Brush. What it is, a cream to powder bronzing duo. Everything's cream to powder now, apparently, for a dimensional bronzed look and a hydrated matte finish. Its two tones mimic the warmth of naturally sun-kissed skin. So we have Soleil Parfait 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do you guys think of these shades? I like the look of the lighter one for myself. This is a YASS for me. Oh my God, $75. Yeah, these are expensive. I like the kind of pinkier undertone. And then here we have a more neutral undertone. I just like the look of these. I will probably get these in the Sephora sale because I just have so much to review beforehand. I need like something to get in this sale. So I think I'm going to save this purchase for the Sephora sale. There is a bit of a jump from the lightest one to the second one. I kind of feel like we could have used one or two more shades, but curious to hear what you guys think. But it doesn't swatch that deep. And then this is the brush, which I will not be getting. That is a pass. Sarah says she's going to get number 2. Karen says these are a yes for me. Clarissa says I want the Fizz Watermelon Cheek color. They're supposed to be sending that to me. I have not gotten it yet, but hopefully I'll get it soon. So I will be reviewing that. Stephanie says I like the light one too. Amit says these are so much cleaner than the liquid drops. You mean like not as messy? Oh shoot, hold on. All the little tags are showing. Justine says they should correlate to the liquid bronzers. Oh, okay. So you have 1 and 2. So probably we'll get one of those. I really like these. Yeah, I like the look of these as well. I was kind of surprised, like last season, was it last season or maybe it was last year? She did the blush duos and they really like were not as popular as I thought they would be. Like I did a standalone review for those and it didn't really get a lot of traction. And then I didn't really see a lot of people like buying them, or I don't know. A lot of people were not excited for those. So I'm kind of curious to see how these do. Laurie S says, I definitely want to try this. I'm a bronzer addict. The Westman Atelier brushes are so expensive. I know they are. Roxy on the Rock says, I'm still loving the Dior stick bronzer, so it's a pass. Good, good. Yeah, if you got that, you do not need this. I think that this will be nice because I think the tones are really good. I feel like the sun tone drops, those are such a great tone for me. But I do kind of like things in a palette like this. So I'm very excited to try this. Yes, says Converse Lay. The first one, says Amy. Rachel says, I love the bright blue packaging for summer. Tajehano says, they look nice. I have medium skin tone and the medium shade looks deep and the light is too light. Yeah, but it might be worth taking a look at some swatches and some reviews because when you see this, that looks lighter, does it not, than than this. I don't know. It does to me. This looks deeper and warmer. So I would definitely watch some reviews, look up some swatches when they come out. It says this is coming out, oh, excuse me, guys, April 7th. April 7th. Let's do a quick little poll. Let's see. Is it a pass or is it a yes? Susanna says she wants to see how the lightest shade compares to the Farrah Homidi bronzer. Southlander says it's a pass. It really shouldn't be cool toned if it's a bronzer. It should be like warmer or just like at least add some color to the skin. Like it really shouldn't be cool toned. Like this is not a contour. It's interesting because she just came out. Yeah, they just came out with these sticks. And then she's also coming out with these. Like that's actually kind of a lot in that category, but they all seem like nice products. It's a maybe, says Clarissa. Sarah, you always vote wrong. Let me see. Okay, it's kind of like 50-50 right now. So a lot of you guys are interested. I mean, like that's a lot if like half of you are interested. Yeah, the colors of the packaging match the liquid bronzers. Yeah, it's kind of like the same line. I need reviews. Yes, you should wait for reviews. Did I miss anything, guys? Anything? We talked about a lot of the new makeup because I had it. And then we chatted about Dior. We got the Westman Atelier. I'm trying to hit like the main ones here. We talked about this blush. Like Dior was the standout for me. We talked about this. We talked about this. Oh, this was the other thing that I wanted to hear your thoughts about, guys, is this Hermes collection. So let's chat about this as our final collection here. Oh, it's 50-50 for the bronzer. That was the final poll. So I'll end that poll. Have you guys seen this on Amit's page? So here we have the Spring Summer 2026 beauty collection from Hermes Beauty, inspired by Mediterranean sunsets. So you know I am interested in this. So they have this Healthy Glow powder, which has soft peach, orange, and golden tones. Then we have the lipsticks, Beige Cocktail, a bright light beige, Brun Sunset, a brown shimmer, and Rose Bungalow, a reddish pink. Curious if these are the satin or the matte. I kind of hope they're the satin with these particular shades. And then you have the Hermesistible Lip Duo, Brun Segai, a reddish brown, and Rose Nashi, a delicate pear fragrance. Oh, is this a delicate pear fragrance with a translucent shimmer finish? Maybe it's not a fragrance. Maybe they meant a delicate pear color. And then we have Brun Elios, a bronze toned nail polish. I like all of this. Now, this, like the Healthy Glow powder, is this necessary? I mean, if you've purchased the Chanel in the past, if you've purchased these like multicolor products, like it's not, I don't think this is a must have, but I do really like the colors in this. And it seems like it's not too warm. So I'm hopeful for this. This is going to be a yes. I think I'm going to get this. I like all three of the lipsticks. I feel like I need to see swatches because I think that the Beige Cocktail might be a little light for me. But I really like the packaging. I like the tones. I've never tried the lip oils. Are they good? Because if so, I could be convinced to get the Brun Segai. I'm not going to get the rose because that's just too light. And then, I don't know. I do really like this color. This Brun Elios has a little bit of shimmer to it. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that. But I think for sure I'll get this and I'll probably get a lipstick if any of them look good when I see the swatches. But overall, a really solid collection. What do you guys think? Lisa says, Brun Sunset lip looks nice. Susanna says, I want the lipstick with the pink and orange packaging since I love that color combo, lol. Yes, I know, it's so pretty. How much are the lip oils? That's a good question. Let me look that up. $63. $63. The nail polish is beautiful, says Janet. I want it all, says Jennifer. I might get one lipstick, says Jess. Psych Fan says, I'm so mad I missed out on one of their jumbo highlighter powders. The powders tend to be nice. Like a lot of people seem to enjoy them. Sierra said, I'm only interested in the nail polish. Francine says, I hope lipsticks are satin too. Love that nail polish. Yeah, I just think like the satin formula would be better for this collection and for those colors. You know what? I wish that they would do the silky lipstick shines. Why don't they do those? Like come out with limited edition versions of those and do that. Like that would have been perfect for a summer collection. Shug says, yes, it is necessary. Necessary, no, but still pretty. I'm just saying it for those of you because it does look very pretty. I'm just saying that because there are other brands that have come out with these. And if you have those, like those Chanel ones that everybody bought a year or two ago, I'm just saying that to maybe de influence some people who are tempted because this is going to be very expensive. Trisha said, yes, take my wallet, please. Um, it just says coming soon. So we don't know when this is going to arrive. Yes to the Hermes blush bronzer, says Janet. Sarah says, I can't decide on this. I think it's pretty. I mean, at the end of the day, these shades are very basic. Like I could talk myself out of getting it, but I think at the very least I'd like to get the powder. I think I like these kinds of products and these colors seem good. Hopefully it's not too glittery, but I like their other highlighters and stuff are really smooth. So I feel like it's going to be good. Does Hermes polish chip? I mean, Deborah, it's polished. Yes, it chips. It's just like any other polish. There's nothing like groundbreaking about it. You just buy it for the packaging and the shade. And like it's good quality polish, but like there's not going to be any like miracle ingredients in it. This bronzer looks amazing to me, says Tajehano. Yes, Phyllis says, you just reminded me that I have the Guerlain B multi bronzer from last year. Yeah, Guerlain has done these. Chanel has done these. Even like Dior has done some of like the two-tone stuff. So like we've seen this before and like that embossing is going to be gone pretty quickly. So, I mean, if you use these products a lot, I can see this being worth it. Um I don't know. The one thing about this that kind of stinks is that I could definitely see this selling out really quickly to the point where I don't even have time to post swatches for you guys. And I'll ask the boutique. I'll be like, "Do you guys have this? Like, do you get it early?" And they don't. It's not like Chanel where sometimes like, "Oh, we have it. You can swatch it or whatever. You can look at it." They don't send this stuff to the boutiques early. The boutiques I feel like are the last ones to get it. So that's the only thing is that I can definitely see this selling out very fast. So I wish there were swatches. So yeah. I'll wait for your review on the powder, says Karen. Yeah. So I think this collection is a yes, but I don't I don't think it's like super unique. But I do love the combination of the colors and the packaging and everything. This might be my time that I try a lip oil because I do really like this shade, the Bronzegai. But yes. Okay, friends. So, oh God, this lighting is so unflattering now. It is 9 o'clock. So we are going to conclude this live. There isn't going to be a members one today. I do have a really packed schedule this evening. So I'm trying to film a members only video this week. But my schedule's just been really packed. So we're not going to have one today. But please keep an eye out for some Sephora sale lives. I am going to be doing some giveaways for those, and I'll make sure we have a members only giveaway as well. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to get through a lot of makeup in this live. So I hope that this kept you entertained. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to cover in future lives. I'll definitely be picking up some things from Dior and Hermes. So look out for that. I'll bring those to the lives in the future if I'm able to get those in the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys. This was so fun. We had so much to go through. And I still have a beautiful tint on my lips from the Gucci lip stain. So I'll keep testing this out for you guys. My lips still feel very hydrated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night and see you next week. Bye.